Hey guys, welcome to this RowHIIT class. Today is all about the fives. So what we're going to be doing is working on that 500-meter push, so your true split time. We're going to do it 3 different ways, sort of, to kind of build our way up to that 500 meters true split time push. And we're going to have 5 core exercises that we do in between. So our first round is going to be 500 meters, 100 meters at a time, with 20 seconds rest in between. So we'll do that 5 times, then get off and do our 5 core moves. Then we'll get back on, we'll do the same thing again, but we'll only take 10 seconds recovery in between each 100 meter. And then we'll get off and do those 5 exercises again, and then we'll get on and we'll do 500 meters, no rest. A full true split time push, and then we'll get off and do the 5 core exercises again. This should take us right around 25 minutes, maybe a little more, a little less. Depends on how much recovery we take in between. You need one thing besides your rower, and that is a pillow. We're going to do all pillow work on the core. It is not for a nap. So if you're lucky to have a really cool zebra one in purple and I guess that's turquoise, then you can be cool like me. Otherwise, grab whatever pillow you have at home. And we are going to get started with our 3-minute warm-up and then head into that first 500-meter push. I will show you the exercises for the core as we head into that first core round, and then you'll have them memorized and we'll just go from there in the next round. So go ahead, strap in, hit your center button, and we will start warming up. Start the timer. For this workout, all the muscles, the brain, the breath. So because we're working in meters today, we're all going to finish at the different times. So as we go into this first round where we go 100 meters and then take 20 seconds off, you're going to be in charge of watching your time, watching that recovery time. You'll do that in the upper left corner of your console where it says total time. So as you finish your 100 meters, you'll just glance up there, see what it says, take 20 seconds off, and then go again. We'll probably be within a few seconds of each other, but as many of you know, sprinting is my least favorite, and that's because I'm not good at it. So I may be behind you, bringing up the rear, but we have to do what challenges us. The only way we get past it is the only way we conquer it. That's how we grow and get stronger. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your hands. Make sure those elbows are pulling and passing that midline of the body, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then think about those 2 hip bones and lacing them together. Remember that idea? Like someone's taking a drawstring, pulling those hip bones in toward each other. We're going to keep that same idea as we head into our core work on the mat. So one reason we're doing 5 minutes of core in between each of these 500-meter drills is because in order to really truly work our fast twitch muscles effectively, fast twitch muscles are the ones that make us better sprinters, make us more explosive. So in order to work those efficiently, we can't overwork them. We can't exhaust them. Once we exhaust them, the slow twitch fibers start to come in. We become less explosive and more sluggish. So taking off a big chunk of time in between our drills is going to help keep us more efficient. All right, guys, go ahead and put that handle back. Sit up nice and tall. Before you lean forward to get a hamstring stretch, I want you just to slide that seat back as far as it'll go. Push your chest forward. Hold it here. Breathe. walk your hands down, touch your feet, and collapse forward. Good, go ahead, slide that seat in. Let's take a twist. Other side. All right. We are going to hit this 100 meters, so go ahead and set your rower for 100 meters. It's really hard to find royalty-free music that's great. This is what we got today. This is what we're going to be going with. So hopefully it pushes you the way that you need to be pushed. 100 meters as hard as you can. 20 seconds rest coming up right after. Remember to watch that upper left corner of your console. We're going in 5 seconds. Here's 3, 2, hit the center button. Let's go. Drive through those heels, explode into those legs. Remembering not to lock out the knees. You don't want to slam into the joints. Seconds off. Breathe. Don't do anything during these 20 seconds. Really let that heart rate come down. This first one doesn't feel so bad. They're going to start to add on to each other. Cumulative effect. As you hit your 20 seconds, hit your center button. Go again. Breathe. Let your heart rate come down. 3 more. As you come up on that 20 seconds, hit your center button. Noticing, be aware of the split time, what you're doing each time you do 100 meters. That's going to be important as we head into these less recovery, more work rounds. Breathe. As those 20 seconds come to an end, hit your center button. 2 more. Breathe. Whew. All right, one more, guys. One more time. Let that heart rate drop. Just breathe through it. So when we're in these 100 meter sprints, we're working anaerobically. That's why you don't feel out of breath till you stop. It's at that stop that it really kicks in. Hit your center button, 20 seconds. Let's go. Undo those foot stretchers. Let's take a crossover here. And I'm going to show you those 5 exercises that we're going to do. This music's rough. All right, grab your pillow. First exercise, your Your heart rate needs to have dropped by now. I think it probably has. If not, you can always take a little bit longer in this recovery. So, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off is what we're doing. First exercise, you're going to stick this pillow between your feet. Arms come out to the side, and I want you to try to touch this foot to the floor, and then the other one. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm squeezing the pillow together. My left hip is popping off the floor, but my left shoulder is not. And then I'm pulling back up. And then other side, okay? So 40 on, 20 off. Again, think about lacing those abs together, pulling those hip bones together. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ooh, that shoulder came up. So when the shoulder comes up, that means you've gone too low, and I want you to stop. Don't go quite as low, or drop your pillow. Hello. Okay, so you've really got to squeeze, which adds to kind of the inner thigh work that's happening here. You can also choose to do this with bent knees. Squeeze the pillow here, and then you can bring it all the way down. Shorter lever is easier, right? We all know that. That's kind of nice. I like this. Last one. Take 20 seconds off. So next thing we're going to do is reach this pillow overhead as our legs extend, and then we're going to lift up, put it on our feet, our shins, sorry. Come back down and trade, okay? So we're going to be passing the pillow from our hands to our shins, okay? Back and forth. I'll show you modification here in a second. All right, reach it overhead, and let's go. Exhale, bring it to the shins. Reach it out. Exhale. So the modification would be to bring the feet to the ground. Come back up to the shins. Keep the knees bent. Come back up. Feet to the ground. So you're just keeping those knees bent instead of extending. Just like that. Or they go out every time long and straight. Exhale on that lift. It's going to help you get up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now I want you to take this pillow. I want you to push your low back into the mat, separate your legs, and we're going to lift the pillow, the head, the shoulders, and the feet. Looks like this. Up and down, just like that. That's all we're doing. Tuck the hips, push the hip bones down. Here we go. Hold and down. Hold and down. Hold and down. Need a modification. 1 foot up at a time. Pull those hip bones together. Squeeze tight. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Almost there. Nice. Go ahead and sit up. We're going to take it into a Russian twist. You know how to do this. Hold your pillow in your hands, lean back, and we tap the floor. Side to side. Ooh, breathe. Your heart rate should have dropped quite a bit from your rowing. That's the point of this. Lean back. Here we go. You can make this harder by lifting the feet or keep them on the mat. Lift the chest. If you need to put the feet down to keep that chest lifted, do it. You do what works for you. You can bring it way back behind you and slow it down. You want to make it deeper. Almost there. Great. Go ahead and lay back down. Take that pillow with you. We're going to go into a sort of a bicycle, so one-legged twist. So I'm going to keep the pillow right over my face. I'm going to come up and lift my right leg as I bring the pillow to the outside of that thigh, and then other side, just like that. All right, here we go. Exhale, lift and twist, and back down. Exhale, lift and twist, and back down. Exhale up, inhale down. This core work is much less intensive than the rowing work, obviously, and that is by design. Think about this whole workout, whether it's the high intensity part or the lower, slower work. You need to think about, go ahead and stop and get back on your rower. Think about that workout as one big chunk that your body is reacting to. Your body is treating each round differently. It has to react, it has to change based on what we're asking of it. All right, go ahead. Reset to 100. Most likely your rower turned off in that period of time. Reset to 100. Only 10 seconds rest this time, okay? So again, watch your upper left corner. Give yourself 10 seconds recovery as soon as you finish your 100 meters. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3. Hit your center button. 2, 1. Let's go. Watching that split time, know what it's at, okay? Know what you can do. All right, 10 seconds, not long. Hit that button, let's go. You guys know I hate this. Whew. It's good for me to hate it. Get ready. Let's go. Fighting for it, pushing for it. This is where our body's really getting that, hit your button, that kind of fight or flight reaction. Let it happen, and then we confuse it as we take it down to core. More. Breathe. All right, last one. Undo the foot stretchers. Take a stretch here. Let your heart rate drop. Whew. Remember, that recovery, that long recovery we're doing is intentional. And it's productive. It's making it so that we can really dig in deep to these fast twitch muscles. All right. Breathe a couple seconds here. Don't lie down with your heart rate too high. I'm going to give you about 20 more seconds. And then grab that pillow. Stick it between your legs, either at the knee or the foot. I think I'm going knee this time, the whole time. I really like being able to touch the floor with that outer thigh. Belly button in, let's go. So everybody's at a different point with their workout in general, but also with that core work, especially if you've had a baby The ab muscles get pulled apart. And a lot of times they don't heal correctly unless you actively work on that right after, well, postpartum. Nothing right after, obviously. Okay, so do what works for you. That's my point. Meet yourself where you are. Rest. Oh, just kidding. Sorry. I read my clock wrong. Now you get to rest. All right, next one is passing it shins to overhead. Extend the legs or keep them bent the whole time. Remember, where I am is not where you are. Where you are is not where your neighbor is. We're all in different places, but we're all doing it together. Here we go. Pull it up, extend it out, and again. Really exhale as you pull up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Sometimes 15 seconds. You got this. Switch to bent knee at any time. If you need to. 5 seconds. All right, rest. 20 seconds off. Next, we're doing that kind of V raise with the pillow over your head. I keep wanting to call it a weight. It's not a weight, although depending on what your pillow is stuffed with, it may be heavier. Breathe. I'm going to scoot down just a little bit so that rower's not in my way. Point the toes, reach it overhead, lift both ends, and down. Really rock the hips back so that those upper bones, the hip bones in the back, touch the mat and stay there. Hold and down. Hold and down. Exhale, inhale. Lace those hip bones together. Last one. Great, come up. Brush and twist. Whew. All right. Feet on the ground or lifted. Makes it harder if they're lifted. Belly button in tight. Lean it back, chest lifted. Here we go. And again, slow it down. Take it back behind you if you want to. Your call. You do you. Chest up. Squeeze. 20 more seconds. Come on. You know what's coming up, guys. You've got that 500 meters. No breaks. Woo! Almost falling over here. And rest. All right, guys. Last one is that sit-up bicycle twist. Remember, you're going to bring the pillow right over your face and then sit up and twist to the outside of the thigh. All right, we go in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Up, twist to the outside. Up, twist to the outside. Again, not letting that low back pop away off the mat. Keep it down, press up. Pull those hip bones together. Imagine that line down the center of your abs. It's called the linea alba. It runs straight down your abs. Imagine it cinching itself together. Okay? That's what pulls apart during pregnancy. If you've had babies. And rest. All right, guys. Back on that rower. All right. Get some water. Get mentally ready for this. Go ahead and hit your center button. And let's get going here. So 500 meters could take you anywhere from 2 minutes, minute 50 to 2.5 minutes. You'll kind of figure out what's happening, what's what. I went away for some reason. Okay, you can hit that going to go. Obviously, that split time that you had when we were going 100 meters at a time might not be doable, it might not be sustainable, but remember that a lot of that is mental, okay? A lot of that is mental. You'll psych yourself out over it. We're gonna go in 8 seconds, okay? So get ready. You've got this, and then we've got one more round of 4. Hit the center button, let's go. I'm pushing you. I need you to push here. I need you to dig deep. I need you to know what you can do. This is so hard, but you are so strong. You are stronger than all of your doubts. You can push through this. You're more than halfway there now. I want you to dig a little deeper. I want you to know that your body is totally capable of getting you through this 500 meters at exactly the effort you're doing right this second. Don't give up. Don't let up. Don't ease up. Push. Push with everything you have all the way to the finish. All the way, everything that you've got, okay? I need you to dig extra deep here. Let's get it done in about 45 more seconds, okay? Come on, maybe 30. Maybe you've got 30 seconds to go. I want you to push with everything that you have to get all the way across that finish line. Do not stop early. Do not coast across the finish line. Do not decide that you're too tired to keep going. You are so strong. You are so powerful. Push everything you've got, guys. Everything you've got here. Keep it going, keep it going. You are crossing the line or you are very close to it. Come on, all the way through. All the way. Once you finish, put that handlebar down. Breathe. All you have to do is breathe. Take it in, slow down, and get ready for core. All right, guys, we should all be kind of finishing up within the next 10 seconds or so, if you're not already there. Undo those foot stretchers. Let's take a nice stretch here. So actually, let's stand up. Grab that footboard and push those hips back. I promise you guys, I was not quitting on you, but I did not feel like I could push you if I was trying to push myself. Excellent job, guys. All right. Come back down to the floor. All right, I'm going to face this way this time for no good reason. Breathe. Your heart rate's going to be higher than mine is because you pushed longer than I did. I got about halfway there. You got all the way there. Great job. Excellent job. All right, guys, grab that pillow. I'm going to give you about 15 more seconds. Remember, we're going to start with that pillow between the knees or ankles. I'm going to try ankles again, see what I can do here. I'm going to squeeze as tight as I can. Inner thighs nice and tight. Let's go. Here we go. Bring it down. And squeeze. Inhale, down. Press this opposite shoulder down and up. So as I lower that, I'm really digging this shoulder blade into the mat to help me. Ooh, squeeze that pillow. Don't let it drop out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ooh, my shoulder's lifting, so I'm going to switch to between the knees. Get a little more range of motion here. Still working my abs. Those obliques, last one. All right, guys. Take a breather, rest. Grab that pillow. We're doing the pass overhead onto the shins. 10 seconds to breathe. And then we're going shins to overhead pass. I'm going to do it with bent knees this time, just to have really solid form. I think I'm going to reach out still here to come up to bent knees. Oh, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to bend the knees here. There we go. All right, guys, so remember that interval work is
is always the same. Interval work just means you're pushing really hard for a period of time, and then you're resting for a period of time, right? So we had that in the first 2 rounds where we pushed 100 meters and then took a break, right? But we also have that in the big scheme of this workout, because we're taking our 500 meters on rest, and then our 5 minutes down on the ground. So that's a huge interval. That's a really big dip, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. It's really good for that metabolic training. It's really good, again, for that fast twitch muscle work. Here we go, guys. Press the low back down, hold, and down. Hold, and down. So I've said it many times to you guys before, interval work stays with you all day long, up to 24 hours after the workout. Your metabolism is just a little bit amped up, mostly because, one more, rest, mostly because your metabolism doesn't know if you're resting or about to just dive into some 500 meter sprint, right? So it just stays lighted all day in prep for you to maybe just decide that you need to run or row. Let's go here, guys. Russian twist. I hope you can feel the obliques pulling as you do this twist. You really don't have to have a heavy weight to make this exercise efficient. And in fact, you can really do all of these exercises you've done with a pillow without one. You absolutely can just use your hands, just like this. You can be passing overhead to the shins, an imaginary object. You don't have to have the pillow, but the pillow just gives you something, you know, obviously something, I'm having trouble with my words today. A definite article, a solid object. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, we've got that sit-up bicycle twist coming up next in 10 seconds. All right, remember it starts right over your chest or your face. Press that low back down, up and twist, up and twist. Exhale up, inhale down. Come on, 15 seconds, and you are done. 10 seconds. And rest. Actually, guys, let's cool down and stretch on the rower. We don't get to do that a lot of times because we end up on the mat. So, go ahead, strap back in, hit that center button. We're just gonna easy row. I'm not even gonna put my gloves back on. Just make sure you have that light grip. Fingers relaxed, shoulders relaxed. We're just gonna row 1 minute here and then take our stretches. Your heart rate has already come down. Strapped in. Let's do what we did earlier. Push the seat back as far as it'll go. Just lean your chest forward. If you want it to be a little deeper, hold the hands overhead, putting more weight forward to get more pull in the back.
and then bring it forward. So this would be a good one to pair with an all row class. And I'm going to actually have one of those next week for you, where we do all 30 minutes on the rower, working on some distance and time. So that would be, it's always good to mix it up within your week. Interval, some days longer pushes, other days weight training. Ideally, maybe 3 days a week for that weight training. Weights are so important to building not only obviously strength, the more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism is. Also, working with the weights helps really build bone density, but also helps challenge us with our balance, which is always something that we need to work on as we age. And by age, I don't mean you're old, I mean from basically childhood. We should be working on balance because it goes. If you don't use it, it's gone. Same with flexibility. Go ahead, guys. Grab onto the footboard. Let's round our backs. You can move the feet up closer if that feels better. Round the back the whole way. And then scoop the feet back again if you move them, and then just push the feet up and back. Good. I'm going to keep my left hand on, bring my right hand to my left calf. Feels so good through my back, down my right thigh, to that hamstring, other side, pull back and twist. Good. Put the knee in the center of the seat. Slide the seat back, hip flexor stretch. Great job today, guys. Pushing yourself in a different way. Working that split time is something that I never do anymore. I never try to do a 500, obviously. So it's really good to do this from time to time. Again, do what challenges you, do what you hate. That's where you grow. All right, guys, round that back one last time, and then open up, bring them behind you, clasp together, press down, lift away, unround the chest, open the shoulders, feels so good. And release. Great job, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.